So the main character misheard a conversation the male lead was having with his valet, which the conversation was the male lead was stating that he couldn't, give his back for the main character to protect, but he wanted to protect the main character's back. He wanted to be the protector and not the protectee. Basically the same conversation they had the night before, except the main character didn't hear the whole conversation, and so he just is like, oh, the male lead lied to me all about everything the night before. I'm like, no, he didn't. He literally told you the night before that he couldn't give his back to you to protect, but he wanted to protect you. But no, main character's like, oh, he lied to me. I'm like, honey, didn't he tell you the night before that he couldn't give you his back? Oh my god. You know the Duke's heir that the main character is engaged to, but the main character doesn't know that he's engaged to? Oh yeah. He decides to agree to go to a soiree with that guy. Though they don't actually, from what I read, they don't go to the soiree, but he agreed to go to a soiree with this dude. And I'm like, why? They do end up going to a horse auction together. They go to a horse auction together, and I'm like, really? The whole thing with the past lovers repeating itself. It is repeating itself, but with another man. So at the horse auction, they end up running into the past lover. And the past lover didn't know it was the main character, because the main character had a hood on, and the Duke's heir didn't introduce him as the main character. He introduced him as a little lover, a little plaything, which, hurts the main character's feelings, because the main character wanted to have a conversation with the past lover. But because the Duke's heir was kind of jealous and controlling, he didn't let the main character speak. And then when the main character's like, hey, I wanted to talk to him, the Duke's heir kind of puts the main character down for it. He literally controls and manipulates the main character's feeling over wanting to see the past lover and introduce him. He was also upset over being, seen as somebody else and not who he was. He was a little pissed about it. The main character ends up getting lost in a crowd, and a merchant helped him. But that same merchant ends up trying to sexually harass the main character. Literally tries sexually harassing the main character, and he gets saved by the past lover. The past lover saves the main character. At first, the past lover recognized the hoodie and saved the main character, and then when he saw it was the main character, he's like, hey, it's you! So you were with him! So there is something going on between you two. And the main character's like, nothing's happening between us. I promise nothing is happening. Well, at least the main character knows. The past lover and the main character, they have a conversation, and this conversation is how the main character's like, I want you to see me, and not me as your past lover, your dead lover. Yeah, I know about him. One, thanks to the male lead, and two, how you treated me when you tried to sexually harass me. It seems like whoever you were in love with was a strong, muscular, big, tall man. And I'm not that. I'm a dainty little darling. I am the size of a doll. You gotta treat me like a doll and not see me as a big, strong military man. I don't even have this guy's personality. See me as me. See me. And the past lover recognizes that, yes, they're completely two different people. And he even apologizes for what he did to the main character. But he also is like, you must be still afraid of me, or you haven't forgiven me for what I did because you're shrinking away from me. And the main character's like, I'm not shrinking away from you because it's you and what you did to me. It's because I'm absolutely terrified of men. I am scared of men. And the past lover's like, oh, that's kind of good. Now you know to be wary of men. And I'm like, that's not good. That is not right. You guys have scarred and terrified this poor dude that he can't go near men or men bigger than him without being afraid he's going to get raped. That is terrible. That every time he comes across a man, he's going to sit there and go, am I going to get raped by this man? That is terrible. That is vile. The Duke's heir interrupts the conversation between the main character and the past lover, and he reveals to the past lover that the main character and him are to be engaged or is engaged, and the main character does not know this. He also reveals that he loves the main character because of his, family lineage and beauty. That is the only reason why he loves the main character, and only reason why he wants to be with the main character. He wants the main character's bloodline. He wants the main character's family lineage into his family. He wants that. It'd be easier to marry a royal princess than it would to be able to marry the main character, and he wants that. He sees the main character as a prize jewel or a prize artwork, but not as a person. He wants the main character for his lineage and beauty. Because remember, the main character's family is equal to the royal family in status. They're seen as the second royal family. And their title and property and land rightfully belongs to them, unlike other noble families, their properties and titles are gifted to them and loaned to them by the royal family. If they lose it all. Well, it won't be the same with the main character's family. Like, he wants all that power that comes from the main character's family, and he wants the main character. Like I said, it's easier to marry a royal princess than it would be able to marry the main character. Like, he wants that.